white taste, so yeah, I guess it makes me smile. I found it hard, was hard to find. Well, whatever, never mind. Hello, 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 hello.
Bandidos, and we're live. It's Tuesday, April 11th, and what a week we are coming out of and starting a new week. It is a reset day also, so the vendors got some new stuff. But for this live stream, we are going into a build lab to perfect some of the best builds that we discovered during the Reanimated event. Event. That's right, event. All right, the zombie aftermath. Let's go.
Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. And if you don't know, now you know. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Used to raw G's, Lucy Beach, Mr. Free. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Funk master flex love. And if you don't know,
Watch this.
And if you don't know, now you know.
All right. Here we are back, live Bandidos, coming out of a very long week of a reanimated event where we grinded with all 5 directives to get the best gear in the game, in which we cashed in last night. Hopefully you guys did not forget to cash in your red stars and purchase your caches. For me, I bought a bunch of named item caches, and I got actually this one thing I've been looking for forever, and I wasn't actually even farming it. I was just like, you know, eventually it will come, and I'm not actually gonna look for it because it could take forever. But look at that beautiful piece of gear. Max crit damage, armor on kill with a red core. Been waiting for that bad boy. And we got some Murakamis. These are always drop for me, very reliable to get those from the named item caches and more. So like for me, because of where I am, the maturity in the game, you know, as a kind of a veteran player here, that, you know, I'm pretty particular on what I keep and what I don't coming out of those named item caches, because I pretty much have all of the named items. There's just a few variations I've been looking for, like this glove here, and I think, you know, a few chest pieces and backpacks, you know, just with those perfect rolls and the reds and stuff, but they're so specific that they're just gonna come when they come. But so yeah, I'm junking a lot of stuff. So I'm really happy if I get one of those things, just one. Anyways, so today we're going to be working on some of those really cool builds that we discovered, some of which are paired up with that determined talent. And so we got the M1A CQB is where I want to start. So we got this to work basically on a full blue build with, I think we were at like 26% protection from elites. And so we're gonna kind of toggle between a couple of builds here to see which one we can get to work. And so let's go ahead and start with a Hunter's Fury. And then I already know we're probably gonna have to back down some of this blue core. So I'm gonna start like with like a 3-3 split, and then we'll work from there and try to go as efficient as possible. And then let's go ahead. We did get some Overlord chest pieces, so I do actually want to run Overlord for that 10% rifle damage, which is going to be more valuable than that 5% rifle damage, because it's the weapon that struggles the most, not the headshot damage. So we do need to make sure we have the stats correct. So we want to make sure we're over 150% headshot damage, which it looks like we are already. And then we'll go ahead and put Headhunter on that chest. If my character just run. Get him to run. Actually, let's make sure we got sharpshooter. We do with rifles. All right. An easy way to get this to work actually is if you play from cover, to be honest with you, because you can put that big mega scope on it. So chest, you know, the one that gives you 45% headshot damage. So we'll go ahead and put on our, what do we want here? Headhunter, right? Yeah. You don't have the Dark Winter, Pena? Oh yeah, that should come, man. That should come. You could buy season legacy caches, and you could also buy those named item caches, either or, to get that. So let's put on headshot damage there. We got headshot damage there. Let's go ahead and put headshot damage on our backpack. And then let's go ahead and re-roll some of these pieces. Let's see, I actually might already have them rolled. Let's see which ones. Got a red somewhere here. Hunter's Fury, yeah, there's a red one there. And then let's add, let's start out with just one more red, and then we'll see if we can add on more blues. Cool, let's see where our weapon damage is at. So we're at 335, meh, it's gonna, you know, we'll see. See if we can pull that off. And then we got headshot damage there. I'm not sure if we need that at this stage, but I'll leave it for now. Headshot damage on it, we have 175, so we've cleared the 150 threshold. That gets us to max. I got a Nemesis, I got the pistol, and then we got our TAC 50 hitting at 300. Okay, so one of the big catches that we know with this one is that we're gonna have to stay inside that Apex Predator buff. of 15 meters to ensure we're getting the amplified damage that it dishes out to help us be able to one-shot with this thing. So, what up, Kelly? Let's see what we can do. Let's get it done. So I don't have directives on right now because I don't want to fuss with it, but once, you know, with things like ammo and stuff like that. So once we get the build where it is, we'll turn on the directives and see how the survivability is. So it's mostly the, really it's mostly the special ammo that you're testing against. And, Pistolero is a little bit helpful to see if you're depleting your ammo too much to be running and gunning, so that's also something. But we know the rifles do okay. So, what up, Sick Jim? Chris is back. Squad in the house. And Grumpy. What up, boys? Banditos. Bruce. All right, Nicholas hitting us up from the Caribbean. Right on. The apartment's pretty good too. I go back and forth. I'm not always a fan of the, you know, the Dark Winter, but you know, just putting on a Vector with regular killer is okay. You know, perfect killer is nice, but you know, you'll get the job done with regular killer too. Because it's not permanent crit damage, it's temporary crit damage. That times out after 10 seconds. So, you know, take what you can get. So are we one-shotting outside of a range? That's our question here. No. Okay, so it looks like we need to be in range to get that to happen. And that makes the decoy pretty, and range means 15 meters, but that makes that decoy pretty important here. So we hit a 9 million there on him, which is gonna make this probably 19. All right, and then okay, we're gonna need some trophies. I didn't catch what that number was, but don't punch me, lady. Come on. Damn. She's fucking aggressive, huh? Yeah, we're gonna need some trophies under our belt, looks like here, huh?
Reinforcements have arrived.
Aww. Yeah, so elite, non-elites are usually not our issue. It's mostly what we're checking for the elites here.
I'll patch you up.
Who's got spare ammo?
Stay alive, heavily armored hostile detected.
I'm coming for you, motherfuckers. Looks like a boss over there. Save him for last. So you want to stay in the range, because what happens if you get a kill without your apex predator, then 2 kills later, you might not have enough damage. So you want to make sure that that bad boy's on. So you can still get the kill without apex predator because it's applying damage from 2 kills ago. But if you do that, you might regret it 2 kills later. 2 kills later. Yep. Ah. So I need to get in that zone with him. He's just outside of my zone here. See that? For some reason, that thing is in my zone, but he's not. You know? It's really frustrating. Now he is. All right, we're almost full on trophies.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
What expertise level are we on this? Level 5, by the way. Get around that. So looks like we expired. Not enough, huh? 7 million it said right there. Yeah, we might have to go tip a spear. We barely got the M1A, regular M1A to do it with this. We had 1.1 million armor on a regular M1A. And so this is, of course, weaker than a regular M1A. So we might have to go tip a spear. Because we're off by, I don't know, like 2 million or so. Come on, man, just hold still. That's what you're supposed to do.
You're not going anywhere.
So 13, so definitely enough there, and then it's here that we gotta. So this one. .3 on him, so he's not the problem. Okay, so he is. So let's see, that's 7.6. So barely an increase. Oh, actually, that should have been no, yeah, barely an increase on an elite. So we don't have enough damage. Yeah, 7.6. I mean, it still does the job. It gets the trick done, you know, but I really want to get that down to a one shot. And I want to maintain armor while doing it. And we might be able to pull it down to 1.1 and still get it to work just like the regular M1A, but maybe not, right? So I want to try with tip of spear before we do that. So let me do that.
Agent vital signs 0.
Scorpio with Striker. I mean, sort of. What up, Blue Devil? I mean, it's not the worst thing to run with Striker, but you don't get too much value out of the RPM, the side of Striker. I mean, you might. It does help with the stacking side of things, but you're not really playing into the RPMs. I mean, it has the RPMs help on the Scorpio a little bit, but you don't really need it. You could just go with Hunter's Fury, of course. Pretty darn powerful. Mr. Escape. But yeah, no, but people do it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, you know. Handling does, it tightens it up. It helps everything, you know, too, and the reloads, and it helps your guns, what do you call it? Recoil, you know, and so the less recoil, the faster you could put out consecutive shots and actually land them on target. So, you know, it's not a bad thing to run. So, okay, let's do that. And then you're gonna have to load up here. Do that. Oh wait, that's DNH. So let's basically do the same thing. We're going to drop this down to 1.3. The Scorpio really is a special weapon, you know. It doesn't need too many buffs. Its base weapon damage is already really high. It's already got a fast reload. The handling, I mean, you can basically snipe at that thing because you only need to land a few pellets, one pellet really, to get the status effect part of it to apply, you know, if that's what you're into. And then of course, the more pellets you land and the longer the duration, that's how you increase the duration of that status effect. But I don't think anybody actually notices that. Like, I've never noticed the change in duration on the Scorpio, but that's how it's supposed to be working. Yeah, it doesn't have a bad recoil either. No, it doesn't. But it still helps your recoil. Mr. Street King, what's going on, man? Splice.
Hostile control point nearby.
Yeah, rifles are better to use from a handling perspective, Bruce. So that's why we're trying to get that's why I'm adamant about trying to get this one to work. Now, we already got the classic to work. You know, and I think that if I had one with damage to targets out of cover, that would really help us here because it's a greater figure. What up, RKG? What up? And so you know what I'm saying? So like here, for example, that's 10% of a new multiplicative bucket, where we only have 6% of this multiplicative bucket. So I'd rather have the 10%, 4% greater, because we're not running the damage targets out of cover anywhere else. So it is a standalone stat. So I'd rather, if I had that, I think that would help a little bit, I gotta say. And then, but it's all about the RPM. So we know that that the MMRs are stronger and easier to build around because they have so much more headshot damage at their base and tend to have a high RPM too. But the weapon handling on the rifles is so much better that 350 RPM, we can actually play to its full potential. We're on the SVDs and whatever. You're sort of not, because if you do, you're just gonna be missing a lot. So why does that go right through him? What's this guy doing? Okay, so the first shot activates, and then we got to get our headshot. So the catch to this one is the 60-second timer. That okay, so 12 million without mementos, and then we can switch here. So, but what's also cool about this one is that there's no distance to it limitation, which is kind of annoying about that other one. So look at that, it's 6.8 without trophies, and almost took off all his armor. That's pretty good. This one might be the better one to go. You know what I'm saying? So that almost took away all his armor. So the downside will be, I can predict, is that I think when your tip of spear expires, that you might, you know, it'll recalculate its damage for determined, and determines to say, oops, you don't have enough damage, and it might not get a headshot kill. Dude. So that's 7.4 without 4 trophies. So this one's a lot closer already. Because that's basically where Hunter's Fury peaked. Come on, weirdos. Where you guys going? Fuck. Not interested. You know what I mean? Not interested. Running across the damn map to fight you. Let's go into the control point. Get some shit done. All right, let's get our headshot kill. So we're gonna need trophies, so let's work towards building those up. Yeah, so no problem on the veterans. Of course, I don't expect there to be a problem on those. I mean, if you think about it, we were talking about this the other day. It's like if you were just one shot in veterans and normals, I mean, you're already winning right there, right? Because I mean, that's 50% of what you're fighting, and you're taking them down like really easy. But still, we want to take down those elites in one shot. It's totally fun to do that.
Rogue agent detected.
Okay, so the buff expired. Okay, so keep that in mind. And when I mean the buff, the tip is spear. So there's a little green symbol that's not there anymore. And so we need to test with that on and off. But with the boss, let's see what we're doing. Wherever she is, she's in the. She burrowed herself. So let's turn this back on. 12.8 million. All right, let's see what we're transferring to. We're getting close to full trophies.
Detecting additional hostile contact.
Activating. Active. So, all right, let's see. Still too low. Don't hit me. Don't you hit me, fucker. Ugh. God, their accuracy is so amazing. You know what I mean? Like, if that was one of them, I wouldn't have been able to get him up. I mean, get him down. We were doing those kind of cartwheels. But my cartwheels, oh man, please don't disrupt him. Fuck. God. Oh, he's toasted. We have to start over. That fucking sucks. I hate that. Hate that, hate that. Look at him. He's not gonna come get me again. Oh, that irritates me. Okay.
Agent final sign.
Especially when you try to test, right? You're like, okay, so I'm coming over here and say, let's add one more red core. Because we were almost there, we were still hitting in the 7s.
Hostile control point detected. Civilians.
Really? Yeah, I fear this weapon might be too weak. I mean, we can get it to work probably with all reds, but I'm not sure that's what I want to do. But if you're a play from cover, then go for it. The other thing is if we add the 8x scope, that'd be a big lift too. That gives 30% more headshot damage, which is huge. Deer hunting. Anybody play any of those hunting games like Bass Hunter, Deer Hunter, or anything like that? Are those fun? Okay, here we go. Let's get this party started. So we're killing in our first shot. That's a good sign there for the build. Oops, that first one wasn't a headshot.
Reinforcements en route.
Just gonna shoot you again, you know.
Yeah, it seems like we're close, and we sort of are, but the problem is it's like with the way, with the amount of slots that you have on these builds, you run into like limited options and how to boost the damage of your build. That's sort of the problem, right? It's sort of like, well, because gear slots or gear builds take away so many slots, you're like, well, okay, we need more damage, but there's nowhere to put it. Where if we were running, you know, build a high-end build from scratch, then, you know, we could play with headshots and crits and damage to armor and whatever. So we might need to do that and see if that's a more straightforward way to build around this. We'll see though. Other weapons will be like, if we go to the SVD, then, you know, we'll probably keep it with one of these other ones. For the CQB.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Don't you dare, dude. Get off my nuts.
You're not going anywhere.
I don't want him to kill me because they can't pick me up. Ever. You know? Great.
He's getting too close. No use trying to heal.
Vital signs critical.
Ah, come on. That shot didn't kill her like I was thinking it would. She had just a little bit of life. Please be able to pick me up. Please be able to pick me up. It's a foamer right there. So.
Can't let him get away. Putting an end to it.
About halfway on our trophies. I feel like we're missing a bunch of enemies, right? We normally kind of full to the first wave. At least 3/4.
Hostiles detected.
Frag out. Enemy on our flank.
Seven 7.7. Okay, and we're not quite full, so we're getting there though. Mr. Medico. Still very helpful. That was a pretty quick burn. Somebody out there. Yeah. Ooh, that was closer. So 8.4. That was a lot closer. We're topped out though, so might not be much left to go from here. Let's see. Maybe if we get 2 headshot kills before we transfer. 27.
Hostile detected.
That could be a workaround. Let's see if it takes it though. Oh, you fucking dick. Come on. 8.9 or something like that. So we're about 800,000 off.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Get off me, bro. Oh, your accuracy again. That heavy gunner. Over here tucking and rolling and shit, you know, hiding behind cover and stuff. And he still gets me. Oh, and this guy's not gonna be able to pick me up again. Oh, come on, man. Get to it. There you go, good. Hurry, hurry before that foamer comes. Hurry, hurry. Oh, no! The worst. The worst. God, I hate these guys. It's annoying because they can take 1,000,000 bullets, but they can't take riot foam, right? It's just like, well, if you can't take riot foam, but you can take 1,000,000 bullets, I don't get why they're even in the game, you know? And they should at least retry, which he did that time. It's very rare that they do retry though. It's so annoying, huh? Okay, let's try this again. So we're really close though. And so the problem is our only ability to alter our damage is going to be from the chest piece, really, or the weapon base, of course. Expertise. I'm just not sure expertise is gonna be enough. So if we land a shot, let's see what the damage is. We're not gonna kill him, but 6.6 on the helmet. We could try going Providence on the chest. I could try doing that and see if that's gonna give us a little bit of an edge. See if that's enough. Yeah, the shield escape. The Artificer Hive repairs the shield, so it's great. And if you're running the shield that gives you more damage, the Striker shield, then it's going to help that give you more damage also. Let's run this one. It doesn't have weapon handling, but that's okay for now. So that puts it at 193. We're getting close to 200. And then if we run, let's go ahead and go over the top here on this next run. So let's put on the 8x scope and see if what that does. So that's just. But I don't really want to drop more armor. I mean, we're killing so fast as we can sort of make it work, but I really want to keep the armor at least at 1.1. I don't really want to drop below that. Because we're going shieldless, I want to make sure we have some sort of shield and 10% bonus armors and a ton of shielding. See, we're not taking that special ammo right now, but when that special ammo hits and you don't have any armor, it's going to be like... What up, John Chase? Yeah, so far so good, man. We're just getting rolling. Getting to the zone. I was making a video for the morning, so we will have a new vid in a moan. Look forward to that.
Probably would have been passed out in the yard with a pitcher of margaritas.
So if this one doesn't work, we're gonna build one from scratch. If that doesn't work, then we're gonna... I prefer not to use M1A CQB. We already got the M1A Classic to work, so we know that we already have a rifle working for us. But I would love this one to work because of its speed, you know, that kind of thing. And so you could just really throw out a bunch of shots. And that's why I'm trying to get it to work, because I had a ton of fun with it, that reanimated event. But it's a lot weaker than our classic. So we got it at 405, or the classic on this setup is at 544. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Ton, that's a ton. And so if we go to the SVD, now the SVD is like, oh, but Tux, look, they're the same damage. True, but the SVD's got a lot more headshot damage on it. And it's easier to buff it with the pieces in the game, because there's more like Providence and Habsburg and all the other stuff. Hot shots, right, with its 30%, or Raldi with its 15%. It's like, there's some, I mean, wow. Right? You could really buff those snipers. The best way, RKG, to get the Nemesis is to farm. The fastest way is to farm with somebody and have them gift it to you. Somebody who's already earned it. And then farm snipers, MMRs on the map or in Countdown and have them give it to you. Otherwise, you got to do the project, which is basically playing your invadeds and getting your components. One of those being Tidal Basin. Yeah, it usually takes several weeks because you're waiting for the right rotation. So it's... So I tested on an elite real quick to see if it didn't do it. So we're gonna have to. Oh, that reload. Dude, get off of me. Jess, we know you're back there. Oh, God. Died from a simple shotgun, and there was so many of them. Okay, so let's go back to here. We didn't have the damage there, even with that change. Brass Bat, you got your unicorn Habsburg? Aw. Right on, James. Bob that head. Okay. So we need more multipliers here, so that's what we're gonna add if we can. So let's try running that Foxes, because it is a rifle, so that'll be helpful. And then let's see, we're gonna run it. Let's do that. And then two-piece Walker, actually. Let's see. Was that the Walker that I use? I guess so. That's right, okay. And then let's run Walker gloves. It's a little less than LMG, but we get more use out of it. Because of the weapon handling also. Let's just roll that real quick. And then over here, we'll probably do Picaros. Actually, maybe I'd start with the Picaros here as our armor option, because it's like a free armor core. And then I'll turn that to red. Yeah, I'll do that. And then the mask, maybe a Providence. That's actually, let's run that Walker, and then I have a Providence over here. Is Habsburg better than Providence? No, it's the same for this setup. Right, 15%, yeah. All right, something like that. All right, so let's turn the knees to red. Start with more reds and see if we can manage. Oops, we're out of something. What are we out of? Ceramics? No, yeah. That was it. And then gloves, headshot. Holster, we're good. Backpack, we're stuck. Quick damage to weapon handling. And then Mascola, we'll put that to weapon damage for now, but we have the option to roll that blue. That's why I'm picking it. All right. And then where are we at with our headshot damage? 200 already, actually. That's pretty good. But we are running the scope. So let's take that off for now. And headshot damage everywhere. So 183, but we got these multipliers now helping us out. And technically it's a 6 red core. So because that's getting us a fix there. Yeah, 15% weapon damage is going to be helpful. So it's like 25% with that. Okay. Okay. God willing. All right. God, I don't know what's going on with the loading times. They seem really long. I've been saying that all week. I think all they did is shift the lag over from PC over to Xbox a little bit. They moved the servers around. You guys got the faster servers now, probably. Good sign there.
Reinforcements incoming.
6.7 without trophies. All right. Seems like we're in the same ballpark a little bit. Get off my back, man. Oh, that wasn't a headshot. Come on. What was it then? It was a white damage number. That's what was weird about it. That means it was a health damage shot, which would have been his, came off of his backpack. And so it's a weird damage type when that happens, because it should be blue. If you hit him in the body, it should be a blue shot. Oh wait, was that a red guy or was he purple? Can't remember now. He's a purple guy. That was him right there. So yeah, he just got back up. Ooh, 7.9. It was a crit though, but close. Feel like we're gonna fall short still though. What, out of range or what? There it is.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
$7.7.
Vital signs critical.
Almost a full. So yeah, we're probably gonna end up in the 8s. We need to be 9.9, 9.8. So if you try to use things like Achilles Pulse, it'll only last for 2 kills. So it wouldn't be worth it. Yeah, 7.7. We're getting close though, but we're probably gonna fall just short. Okay, hella accurate. This is the wrong gun. 7.8 again. Yeah, we're just not climbing fast enough, right? There's small increments, and that's because, you know, once we get our full trophies, it's basically where we are now. We're gaining like what, 2% weapon damage? So we're already, you know, we're already there.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, of course that was a body shot. Yeah, that's probably as high as it's gonna get right there. 8 million. So we're a million off plus. So it's not gonna work unless they do something dramatic, like put on the 8x scope and sort of put it on for the sake of it, just to see if it does take us there. But is that the right scope? It's the weird scope. I want that one. Because if you stay in cover, then you can put on the 45x scope and we'd have a blast with that thing. But 45 headshot percentage scope. But I want to get them moving. Because I feel like if we're staying covered, then we might as well probably just stick with our SVD or even the relic. Okay, so let's try this one last one real quick. Yeah, the one you get, Thorlin, it's called the Drestia. It's the it's a named what version is that? SRS, is that right? What is the Drestia type of sniper? It doesn't really matter, but it's a named weapon at the end. Just before you get to the boss, you open a room, but you had to have gotten the key that was at the halfway point, which isn't hiding really. As long as you're just going around picking up all the loot caches, you'll see that key. Most people get it, but a lot of veteran players will skip that key because we don't need it anymore, and we know that the caches don't contain too much anymore. That's helpful, but yeah, just don't skip that key. Okay, so we got full trophies, we got everything we would need, and we've got extra headshot damage with the scope that would still allow us to run and gun. We're hitting at 7.9. So now let's do it with the attack. Let's get a double kill. Now wait, that's 32 million transfer. Still short. Really? Fucking had you, dude. That grenade moved nicely, didn't it? So 7.1 on him. 7.4. Yeah, it's just not gonna do it. That's annoying. All right, I'm giving up. The CQB is just too weak. For elites, that is. For non-elites, we don't. We got it. And there is a value there, so remember that. If it doesn't bother you not to chain kill elites, then you know you got a good build here already. For me, I'm kind of a perfectionist that way. I want to chain kill those elites with a single bullet, but everybody else is dying really easy. So you can definitely spam the trigger. You don't need the scope to do it either. And you know, I kind of compared it to a concept of like what do you call it? The sweet dreams without a cooldown. And you don't have to play as close, of course. So if we... Oh, God. The other rifle is on point. So that's a 10 million right there, right? And so let's activate it. Missed it. Should have been more patient. Fuck. Gonna run away because he magically knows I'm here. So we're active. It's this guy that we want. He was damaged.
I'll go around. I've got you. Over there, behind that cover. Get some cover. That won't save you there. They really want...
Actually, might want that glove. For the profit build. Crit damage and headshot damage.
Hostiles detected.
Keep an eye on our flank. Grenade out.
I'll set up a turret.
Fucking back.
Medical assistance needed.
Yeah, so this is why we want to chain kill with elites. It's just because the it wouldn't be as much of a big deal if the whole second wave was an elites, right? And that's what we're about to see here, the whole second wave. I mean, sometimes you'll get a random purple guy coming out with the boss, but otherwise they're pretty deep. Who's this guy? Red's not allowed. And so it does help in a way because it'll cut the yellows into like a 2-shot. The problem is that you have to do the mechanic in order to do that. And it's kind of slowing you down.
Heavily armored hostile.
I keep expecting him to get back up after I kill him.
Doesn't look so bad.
Vital signs critical.
That flank.
Yeah, we don't have the survivability either. All right, let's abandon, alert. All right, cutting that on off. Yeah, that's sad. The M1A CQB is just too weak. Too weak. SR1, thanks, Hunter. Which is, by the way, a really good one. SR1's a nice little sniper. So yeah, so that's to say, it's really the base weapon damage. You just really have to work hard to try to get that thing up. Now, we did get this to work with the M1A Classic, so we already have that, but I just really would love to add on the RPMs to go with it. So we're gonna pivot into the SVD and see if we can make a version that's easier to go. And we had fun making one, I think it was a couple days ago, and got it to work for the event. So we just need to modify it for outside the event. But so as you can see here, the RPM is almost 2x at the cost of that damage, which is almost half. So, but the classic M1A, we did get to work. And I think it capped out at 1.1 million armor on a Hunter's Fury build, was the way that we ended up running the classic. So that build video is already out. And then let's see here. So let's put on the SVD one. That one. My inventory's full. Boo. How? Blasphemy. Full inventory. Aw. We are really full. Like, what did I grab? Like one thing? Get rid of the Dread Edict. I think we've done all the builds we need to there. It's time to clean up that stash again, huh? All right, let's see if we get anything out of these, by the way, before we switch. Got a bunch of named items here. I pulled these out of my mailbox. They were just hanging around. I was like, well, I better open those. Another pinprick, looks like. I'll show you what we got here in a sec. Commandos. The setup. Ooh, maybe it's a good one. Harmony. Dark Winter. This is season 10 caches I forgot to open a long time ago. So I know I'm bad at this, opening caches. All right, see if we're gonna get what the goods are. Let me Badger crit, no. You know things are bad when you're kind of hoping you didn't get anything good, right? Let's see. No. I do want to make a hotshot explosive resistance one. I think that'll actually be good, but relic, Brazos. Ooh, it looks pretty. Probably don't need it though. Oh, another pretty one. Skill damage status effects. It's on the holster though, so probably not. Uzina, the setup. Nope. Commando claws out. Look at that. With health. Who wants a max health claws out? I'm giving it away for free. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it? Very good for the deflector shield builds. That's basically all I use this. All I use this one for. Commando, another pinprick. Got one of those yesterday. Rail splitter. 93R. It's kind of a fun gun to use if you're just feeling goofy. Police up K17. I'm waiting for a God rolled one. I'll hold out for that. Cars with Hasbro. I think I have that already. Yeah, so nothing really. I mean, there's a couple things I could probably take, but you know, with a bag like this, super full, probably not. I'll resist. Okay, now let's switch. So we were going this way. So this is how we ran it for the event, which is crazy tanky. So we got to back it down for sure. So we could probably go with an Araldi chest. Or even a Providence, but let's see. I want to go Headhunter. Where's my Raleigh Headhunter? Come on. It's a piece we should just have laying around everywhere. I'll put on a Providence if I don't have it here. Yeah, I always have that thing with me. There it is. I want the one. I want weapon handling on it, and that one's like God rolled. I feel like I have it, that one. Okay, I'll just take the armor regen for now. It's weird. DNH off. Okay. What up, Reaper? Okay, let's get that one on. We got to pull down our armor, of course. It's crazy high. And let's delete you. Got to delete some extras here because we are crazy full. Jitsu, go with strikers. You have more application. Hunter's Fury is great. There's lots of survivability, but you know, playing inside like that could be a little bit tough for new players. Always having to stay within 15 meters to get your damage. Okay, so what do we got here? So I'll probably change that to red just to get us going, and then I'll pull off all the protection from elites. Let's see where we're at. That's 192 headshot damage. $185. And then probably put on a nemesis here. Base 381, 294. So it's quite a bit stronger right there. Okay. So we got the Araldi. We got Habsburg. Oh, I think we did this like, it's actually pretty interesting to go, let me reconfigure here. Actually, because that third piece of hot shots gives you 30% headshot damage, which is a big bump. So it's hard to deny that. So let's move that there. Keep Habsburg there, and then we could put the second piece of Habsburg on our chest. Delete that. There. Yeah, I think that's the better way to go. And then I'm gonna take this armor core off there. Okay. Start off with 3-3 combo. Yeah, welcome back to DC too, man. That's great. The grind is real. So work on your library. If you're fresh back to DC, then work on your library. And that's a crafting station library. Or what do you call that? The reroll library. Recalibration library, yeah. So get that all God rolled out. And then start doing your control points, get all your mods, unlock all your specializations, and grind that watch to 1,000. And then by doing those things, then you'll get up to speed to the veteran player base, so to speak.
Hostile control point identified.
Good job, Rich. Manhunt finished. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I wonder what zone it's in today. I should take a look. It's in New York. I bet you it is. Nope. Good. Okay, I gotta take care of those little activities. So we are running gunner on this one, mostly for the ammo and the armor on kill. And that's because, you know, we're using a lot of ammo with the way we're playing. But if we need to run sharpshooter, then we will. That'll give us more stabilization, faster target acquisition, and then also headshot damage, which can be a little bit helpful if we're on the cusp for damage.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Come on, man, get out of cover. .3 was a crit though.
It's too late for you.
Hostile detected.
Oh, I hate the big boy. Oh, it didn't release. Sometimes if you let go of that left trigger fast, the bullet doesn't come out.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
No ammo left. I've got your back. Think I can't shoot? Shit, gotta move.
What? .7, huh? Come on, man. Cartwheeler. $7 million. Something like that. Again, 7 million.
Secure the position.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Damn, they're moving a lot. See, 7 million again. I really like that number. I need an all red Habsburg. That'd make my life easier, I think. I've been thinking about just crafting it. Just go to the crafting table to do it because it's take forever to wait for it to drop. Really? Couldn't outrun it. Another one. Thank you for that. That's what I needed. Fire. Oh, wait. She's got more. She's not done. It's a third grenade from the same lady. Horrible humans. I swear I already killed the named boss. That guy is shooting around corners? Holy shit. The heavy gunner? I was way out of his view and I was still taking damage from him.
Opening up. They're getting back up. I'll get you.
Supply room access unlocked.
Yeah, we basically need to double our damage on this on these weapon classes. I mean, even if I put these 2 cores on, I mean, if I made them red, I don't think it adds up to enough still. We could try, of course. And then I guess overall is fine too. Yeah, it's fine. So that's all red, pretty strong. Not missing a heck of a lot from not running the 4th pizza hot shot.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
See that 7.8. See, they're just so red. Like the red cores, because it's not a multiplier, it's just a small increase, which is why it's so easy for us to add armor to a lot of our builds and feel like we're not missing much damage. Oh, I keep doing that. Ah, God, I hate that thing. She's gone. No way I'm gonna get that headshot with her flinching like that. Yeah, no way.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Jesus. 8.4. Yeah, we're still a million off. Weapon classes are just not strong enough. Let's try it again. I could just get a double.
Headed this way. Don't let them get past you. Wait, I need to go.
You're not going anywhere.
I lost the shot.
Really? Fuck. How many times have we been on fire in this map? This is 14.
Someone cover me. Need to reload. I can get to them. I've got you covered. You want some more?
8.4, yeah, so we're still a million off. It's way too far. I mean, to pick up 1 million damage is more than just 10% weapon damage. It'd be like all the multipliers plus. Let's see here. Hot shot, headshot, and foxes. Let's just add 1 and see what that does. So the foxes. Might need to actually add the walker. Let me see what I got on my gun. Yeah. I got to add a walker. Because I got damage to targets already. So do that one. And then that one. There we go. You're 4 days in, huh, Godless? Godless, you already got the coyote? That's a good one to get right off the bat, actually. I guess the 2 exotics I'd want, like, right off of the bat. One of them would probably be the coyote. The other one, obviously the memento. And then, you know, just thinking of gear piece exotics. I guess the third one would be
Hostile control.
that's it. Probably, actually. I mean, those take you a long ways. Maybe the ninja bike, I guess. But as a new player, the ninja bike wouldn't be essential. Got a lot of builds to explore as a new player. Okay, let's see. So there's 11, okay. So
Reinforcements en route.
switching. That's 8.2. So it didn't help us at all. 13 on crit. Let's activate on him. 7.7, something like that. 7.4, 7.9. He's an easy kill though. And then she's an 8.2. We're still a million off. We actually went down in damage, which is crazy. Think about it, because we went all red. So the damage to armor didn't help us. The next big jump would be here. We don't have that scope, so we're gonna have to take that one. Not enough. There it is. 8.2. Just weird. We just added a shit ton more headshot damage and it went down in damage. It's just a lineup of shots, how we're lining them up, but. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of damage we just added. I mean, the SVD just can't hang. That kind of sucks, right? Look at that. All right, adding a fourth piece. See, that makes a difference because it does give you a little bit of damage. So that was the damage shot. So I think, if I remember right, it's just don't shoot in the air. No air shots. So 8 million on him. $9 million on him. Wow. God damn, I can't trace her fast enough. They do that shit on purpose.
Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Move out of there. We know fuck. He's gone. He's gone.
7.9. 8.5. Wow. And not even with hot shots is the SVD strong enough. It's close though. Dread Edict definitely did the job, but that's not determined, is it? Yeah, we don't have enough damage. That's crazy. Crazy. Here's a test shot right here. Come on out, buddy. God, really? You're not gonna come out? Fuck. Yeah, 7.7 on that one. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 7.7 again. The third shot. 20 expertise. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if we can. It would be worth it to get it up to 20 to do it. Just go Dread Edict. It's pretty easy to pull that one off. It's got so much damage. It's got so much damage you can tighten the handling. The problem with the Dread is that you're stuck in scope. Okay, now I'm gonna pair this one up with tips. I'm gonna run that at Raldi chest. Gunner might not have had the marksman rifle added too. I'm not sure, but still wouldn't have made a big difference. No teals. You get greens, Dylan. Yeah, so our gear is teal, I think, is PlayStation, green on Xbox. I was thinking Catharsis too, Chris, as far as that other exotic. I was thinking that. I was also thinking actually the vial, because status effect builds are pretty important. See, the Eclipse build is actually pretty important of a build. It's a must-have, really. It's important build, but you don't necessarily have to be the one running it. It's not that fun to run a CC build solo, even though you can, for sure. I have. But they're sort of extenuating circumstances, like a speed run. Oh wait, we need to use the TAC 50 on this one. Forgot. Okay, and then what are we using here? The SVD, yeah. See if I can get somebody to kill though. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. That's the rifle. We just got the rifle to work. Same one. Hey, okay, hold on though. We want SVD. This one.
Civilians in distress.
.1, a little better. So we're active now. If we just find somebody to kill.
Civilians in danger.
8 million there. So that's 8 million with the 1.1, and we got a protection from elites. Okay, so let's put that up to headshot damage. Probably not going to give us 1,000,004, but yeah, I mean that's what you're looking for, right? 1,000,004. No. God damn it. Damn you guys. Damn you, all of you. Ooh, it's close though. I think that said 9.4 right there. So close, but really so far away too, you know?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Vital signs critical.
Alistair, getting back up.
Uh-oh. Patrol.
They're coming straight at me.
What? Oh, we need to tech 50. That's right. Forget about that. Damn him. Hold on, let me reassemble. Hunter's Fury. Put the SVD now. I think we had that one, I guess, blue. Okay, so now we're back in the range thing. We gotta stay in that 15.
Incoming hostiles detected. Civilians in distress.
It's going down. We need to lock down the area.
Not enough. 8.4. Weapon is just too weak. I mean, this one's got a lot of armor, more armor on it, but still, you know, basically I gotta find 1.4 million, and these two armor cores aren't gonna fill in that gap. I mean, they'll maybe get us another 300,000. Yeah, I get a lot of questions about like how I get max god rolls and stuff like that. I mean, it's not really hard. I don't even really pay attention to it anymore just because I get so much loot, you know, but it's really a quantity thing between proficiencies and farming the proper zones. And then, of course, I optimize. So what I'm looking for are pieces that have, I mean, ideally, at least one God rolled stat. So that way, the other one I could just recalibrate. And then the other one I can optimize a little bit. if it needs it at that stage.
Civilians in danger.
And then of course you get your triple perfect god roll things, but and then from there it's just, you know, we've been playing the game for so long, it's just eventually you're gonna get one and then you're gonna save it and it'll last forever. You know what I mean? Lasts forever. I mean, like for example, the Walker chest and the god roll memento and whatever, ever had it forever. You know, so there's like these classic timeless pieces, I would say, right? So it's not like I accumulate them all in one day or even 1 year, multiple years. I think it's what's important though is like, because of stash space issues, you really got to define your play style early on. I think that'll help you out in both getting the best gear for you in the game and not running out of stash space, because you don't have no idea how many god rolls I've actually deleted. It's insane. I've deleted lots of god roll pieces because I'm just like, well, it's gotta go. Don't have space for it. But you know, I'm a little bit different obviously, but like if you decide on what kind of play style you are, it will eliminate some pieces and for your stash, so you don't run into that issue as quickly. But from there, it also helps you know what to farm, and you can spend your time farming those and getting god rolls of those pieces that are most adequate for your playstyle, versus saving like a god roll like D&H chest, but you're just not a fan of pistols, you know, or playing in that close where the D&H is gonna make sense. Or if you don't like skill builds, then you know, whatever, you know. God, I'm tired of these rogues. I am. I'm tired of them.
Rogue agent detected. Rogue restore hive detected. Hostile restore hive detected. Rogue incinerator turret detected. Hostile incinerator turret detected. Civilians in distress.
Oh, look at that heal. I don't want to fight these guys right now.
Rogue blinder firefly detected. Hostile blinder firefly detected.
Charge, goddammit. Healing again. That heal. Come on, give me the fucking head.
Civilians in danger.
Oh, you're frustrating me.
Serious trauma.
Oh, whatever.
Target lost. Agent deceased.
Yeah, I have escaped. The one that we liked the most was a Hunter's Fury with the D50. I'll show it for you here. Yeah, very good build, very fun. Let's find it. We started with the Prophet, but the Prophet's weapon damage is too low. Same issue that we're running into right now. So we're trying to get are these low weapon damages. I think we found the floor early on though, you know, in these weapons. 40 determined. I think that was like day one. It was just so long ago. And then the event just, I think, got me all psyched. But like the D50 for pistols is like where it's at. And then we did try this with D&H, and I think we got it to work with D&H. I have to test it again though. We'll do that real quick. Hold on a sec. Where is that D&H chest piece? Did I just put it back?
Target lost. Rogue agent eliminated.
So this is the chest, a pretty critical chest, I think. It's actually pretty good for Regulus and everything. So let's delete some things here. I'm gonna have to clean out my stash again tonight. Oh. Okay, so this, not that one. We can delete that. Keep that. So that's a good chest here, and then, so that's fine, and then let's make sure we have that, and then gunner. This is the right spot too. You can also run gunner because when you go to the pistol, you don't really need the sharpshooter buffs. And then I don't remember how much armor this works with. It's been a while. So let me just drop it down to 1.1 to start. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it too. So looks like we got it to work with 1.2 million armor on a ninja version. Wow. And then that was a Ninja Hunter's Fury version. That's pretty cool. I must have more than one build. Is that how we ran it? Wow, that's pretty cool. Looking at a build that we made, that one I just dropped that link. And so I think the idea to it when I created it, I was like, let's get as much of season 11 in and do that build as possible. So we ended up doing a ninja. And then let me see, which should have been weaker than a memento version. So let me see if I also had a memento one. Let me see. Yeah. So there's a memento one too. And with the memento one, same thing, 1.3. So we got it to work with 1.3 and the memento. Okay, let me try that. Yeah, there's two builds in that video. There's build 1, build 2. Build 2 is oh, I already changed it. I can't change it here. Oh wait, I got one. Perfect. There we go. So build 1 and build 2. And build 2 is the Hunter's Fury one. So let's see, as long as we got 150, which we got 190 there, so that's good. And then let me move this all to headshot damage. I mean, if we got it to work on that build, so the build in the video, there's no global event. So if we got it to work on that, then it should still work. But let me just look at what mods I ran. Save me some testing time. So it was all headshot mods, and I ran the Walker chest. Which I don't know why I did that. Maybe for simplicity's sake for you guys, because I think the D&H is stronger. But I might have wanted to minimize you guys' farming. So the D&H versus the Walker. So it's because the pistol is the weakest point, right? That 497, where you're gonna be coming off of a weapon at 2.3 million. So you want to buff the weakest weapon that's going to be using determined, which is going to be the pistol. So that's what D&H is doing here, giving us an extra 15%, like it's basically an extra skill tier over Walker, right? So extra 15% over Walker, that's my comparison. So if we get our damage numbers high enough, then we might be able to put on more protection from elites or an extra armor core, so we can test that. But yeah, so the D50, I mean, I'm tempted to try this with the Prophet.
Control point nearby.
Also, but we would probably have to lower the armor, so we'll try doing that too. The Prophet will likely get into the same situation. The difference is, okay, the difference is that you can kill so fast that you can get those additional Headhunter amplified damage stacks, which is something like, you know, 31% or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is, because you're killing so fast. So that's a lot of extra damage. See that little green bar? So please don't punch me. Yeah, so right off the bat, we're almost one-shotting him. 9.4, that was without a trophy. So that's a good sign right there. So the D50 just happens to be strong enough. I do have some lead in my D50 when it comes to expertise. Oh, come on. They're after me. Aren't they? They're everywhere. Put on my dancing shoes, bro. $10 million, there it is. So we're, that was a crit though, so another 10 million. So part of this, even though I'm not in distance, part of it is those green stacks that I'm getting. So what I'm trying to do, so I just lost them all. So what you want to try to do is stack them, and that'll give you some serious damage. See that? And it's not hard to stack them, just move fast. Bosses you won't be able to one-shot. Rarely. You can if you have enough of those stacks and all your trophies, but as you can see, we're still working through the system. So, I mean, the reality is if you have this build working, you really don't need another pistol determined build. This is just it. You know what I mean? You don't really need two, and the reason why is because this will just, it has everything you need. You got your status effects, you have your armor on kill, you have your amplified damage, you know what I mean? So, and it's all aligns with your close quarter combat gameplay style, so. And we're hitting there right where we need to be. It's a timeless gear set anyways, so. But we will play around with the Prophet and see if we can get that to work. So I'm going inside the zone.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
I mean, we're right on the cusp where we might be able to. So, I mean, that's 11.2. I mean, it depends. I kind of like where the damage is. It takes a little bit of pressure off the build, but you could possibly add another armor core because we hear her at 12, but a lot of that's because we're playing so fast, and so you might have some failures there. Oh no, bad reload time.
Agent out of action.
You know, you might have sometimes where you know you don't have those amplified stacks, or you don't have a trophy or something, you know, and so. Come on, man, hurry up and get here. Yeah, I got an external solid state also.
I'm gonna use that cover for
And I got a new Xbox. I feel like it's the servers at this stage. I got the fastest internet I can buy. Non-commercial internet. The gig. Technically, I got two. I got a backup gig also that I don't use of internet speed. Isn't that crazy? I got frustrated one day because the internet was got just really slowed down when I was streaming. And you know me, reliability, I'm big on that. And it felt like the service provider, the ISP, was like choking my internet.
Supply room access.
You know that they can do that. They can isolate your IP and slow down your internet. You know, because they want to make it fair for everybody in the neighborhood. Not that it was anything weird, but I do stream daily, you know, so it's a lot of traffic. So I forget what they call that, but you know, where they choke your internet. But and that's just like, God, you know, my upload speeds are just like, why do they feel so kind of low? So I went and got another service provider behind it, and I have one of those hide your IP address apps too, if I need it, but I don't do that. Throttle, thank you, throttling. Yeah, I feel like they were throttling my internet, and it was just like, maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but in the end, I was just like, I want double gigs of internet because if one goes down, I want the reliability. Not just for streaming, but for everything, you know, for work, everything work related. Making vids and uploading and downloading, all that. Okay, so let's play real quick. Okay, so we know this one works, so let's go ahead and put on the Prophet and see the difference. So the Prophet's gonna have the guaranteed crit thing, but what we've seen is like, it's not about the guaranteed crit. Who cares? You have to get that first kill first. And so if you can't get that first kill first, then who cares about the crit, right? It doesn't matter, you're one-shot killing. You gotta be able to one-shot kill with the non-crit in order to earn the one-shot killing with the crit. But the reason why it's an advantage is like, you got a faster reload. Okay, you're gonna have a faster reload with this, and then, I need this guy close to me. Faster reload, and the weapon handling is a lot better. So you can actually kill faster with this pistol. So you got to be able to kill. Here's a yellow guy right here. Let's see if we can. Ooh, it's close though. It is close. That's with the full blues, guys. Ooh, maybe we can get this to work. That's at the 3 blues.
Reinforcements incoming.
Let's try again. Okay. Give me somebody to kill. Okay, we're active. Oh. 11. The faster you go, the better your damage ends up being with these builds, which also what makes them interesting. 9.4, but we're out of range there, so that was my bad. We need to make sure we stay in range, but still close. We're close. So we want everything to be in range. That's the trick with this build, I think. Make it to guarantee your damage. They like to move out of range though, don't they? Activation shot. 9.8 non-crit. That's a good sign. That's what we needed. Now we just need to stay in the zone. 11.1. There we go. So we just need to stay in Apex Predator. I think with this one's even more important than the D50, which is fine because we got to get our trophy anyways. So basically, you're just advancing on your trophy move. 10.5, right? 10.6. So you're advancing on your trophy. You know you're gonna go up there to grab your trophy anyways. You see what I'm saying? So you're just advancing early on that trophy. You're taking an advance on your trophy, basically. You got the armor on kill to do it, so do it. You know what I mean? It'd be one thing if you didn't have armor on kill, but we're hitting at 10.4. This is beautiful, guys. This is what we wanted to see today. Now, if you super love the D50, then this isn't a big deal for you. If you like super love with the D50, and I love the D50, but I prefer a revolver. Okay, so I prefer the revolver because of its handling. Let me show you the difference. So the Prophet is at 508. I do have mine at all the way at level 17. Keep that in mind. My D50 is only level 5. What's up with that? Okay. Anyways, they're actually a lot closer in damage because of that. We got damage struck instead of cover, pistol damage, but look at the reload speed between the two. So you do got more ammo in the D50, but you are gonna miss more because so 1.3 seconds on the pistol, which is awesome. And then look at the stability difference. Holy shit. So you know how on a globe, this is how the D50 is, okay? So you know how on a globe that Africa has its own like whatever you call that, measurements. It's not proportionate on the globe. Like Africa is actually really a lot bigger in real life in proportion to the rest of the countries and stuff like that. That's like basically the weapon handling on the D50. It's basically the same thing. There's just, it's like actually relatively worse than what's showing on paper, you know? It's really hard. I've never been able to fill that stability on the D50. I mean, you could run like 300% stability and it never goes to full. It's amazing. Anyways, and so it's a big deal. It causes a lot of misses on targets that are standing right in front of you. And there we go. Yeah, 9.6 off the first shot non-crit. It's right there. Right there. It's right where it needs to be. That was without the amplified stacks extra on kill. So that's what we wanted to see. Now that number should say 9.8, but for some reason it works anyways. And now it's short. I don't know why. Okay, so let's use our TAC 50 though. I think that might be what we want to do. Oh, he's out of range. It's a detail you don't want to forget. Come on, man. Right when I pull my shot, he does a cartwheel. Okay. Yeah, so I do want to get the pistol to work, and if you're one-shot killing, you're one-shot killing, and then you got the crit advantage on top of that. Oh, was that out of range again? Remember, it comes back to bite you in the butt 2 kills later if you mess something up damage-wise. Got him. Haha. Sucker. 10.6, so looking good. And the numbers start climbing for multiple reasons. We also get that extra amplified damage. So that's gonna come and go. So it just lost right there. Ooh, that dog is outie. 10.5 without the amps. But remember, the amps was actually really there, right? It was from 2 kills ago. So 2 kills later, where you're gonna see a drop in damage. 11.3. 11.4. But it's confusing because we're also picking up trophies at the same time. So it's also really confusing on what that drop in damage is actually gonna look like. The numbers are never gonna be there. It's 10.6 all of a sudden. 11.2. It's interesting. I would like to see if we can add. Ooh. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. So you can shoot around corners. NPC special ability. Round corner shots. I want to use that adapter that Angelina Jolie used in the movie Wanted, you know, which they could shoot around corners. Just slide their pistol in that thing. GOV, what up, man? Boosted Rex, what's up? Okay. So there it is. So let's add a core to see if we can pull it off. And then, because I think I'd rather have, because the other way to go is adding protection from elites too. So we got 200% headshot damage, so that's good. But I want to first start by adding a core and see if we can push that up one level. And then we'll add a protection from elites, or we'll remove the core. Which build are you looking for, Anna? I didn't catch that. Let's see. Oh, the Super 90. No, I haven't, but it's on the list. I'm not sure if I'll get to it today, to be honest with you, but it's on the list. A little bit easier to do too, is because it's got a higher weapon damage. Such a good gun. I really wish I had the named one. I'm so sad about that. Maybe I'll go sign up for a booster. So can you please? And they'll be like, but they can't. I don't think that's one they can get, right? Can you please give me the Enforcer shotgun, sir? Sir. I need me the Enforcer shotgun, sir.
Hostile control point nearby.
Okay, so we're just gonna add an armor core, see if we can rock it. Oh, Tap, don't rub it in, brother. Don't you dare. Yes, because 2 kills is so much easier when you're running 8 ammo. You know what I mean? It's all about the ammo, the kill count. That's what it is. And you got 8 rounds on a weaker weapon. And so 2 kills is going to be easier to manage to get that reload. You know, it's just versus 3. It's a world of a difference, I think. Even on an M870. On an M870, I mean, I slow down when I'm running an M870 with pummel. I slow down on that bad boy to ensure I don't miss, because I don't have the rounds to miss. That one's got like 5 in the mag, I think. And so you can one-shot kill, but you know, you get too many misses, you're in a reload sitch, and that sucks. Okay, so here is the profit version. We're gonna pound somebody in the face real quick. What do we got? We need to make sure they stay in the zone, right? What's up? Stay in the zone. Fast reload, fast everything.
Hostiles detected.
I think we're done with that. That was cool, huh? That's what we're looking at. I like it. So the D50 would have been a little bit more trouble. You would have had more rounds, but the reload would have been slower. You would have taken on more damage, whatever, you know. So it worked with the more ammo, but we were playing so fast, we might have been taking advantage of those short-term amplified damage buffs, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that if that's your choice. But for ultimate reliability, I want to be independent of that. So now let's reproc our thing, and in order to do that, we want to be inside our Apex Predator buff. Don't do that at home. Running and gunning with your TAC 50 takes a little practice. Oh, fuck. I don't know how that didn't work. I think it's helpful if you get that first kill on an elite, because he's stronger, and so your first kill damage is gonna be higher. See that 11 point? I don't know, but I don't know why that one didn't work. There it goes. That one did 9.8 non-crit, and we're off. And I guess I can see the crit working in this scenario because we're so on the edge. Like if you accidentally had an undervalued damage, then maybe you wouldn't get the headshot kill, and so maybe the crit is preventing that. I don't know. I gotta think about that. Ugh. What happened there? I hit his backpack and it didn't apply? Come on in, we're waiting. There he is. Little patience. Activation. All right, so we push up the armor. Good news, right? And we got it to work. So we push up the armor one core. So now, do we need more armor? Or do we load up on protection from elites? I figure maybe we should start with the armor side first. Huh.
Additional hostile contacts.
And see how high we can get the armor before it breaks the build. Come on. Stop walking sideways. God damn it. It's that sideways walk. It's just, I don't know what the deal is, but it's their special power. I'm coming, motherfuckers.
Hostile detected.
Fucking, they just outran my. I'm gonna save him. You know what I mean? How did they outrun my fucking bullets? What kind of NPCs are these?
Hostiles. Guarding location nearby.
Must have timed out. Or something. There's been a few inconsistencies. I don't know where they're coming from. But technically, if you don't get that kill in 30 seconds, you should be timing out. So that sounds right to me. You know, the question is, why did I have so much damage on him even though I timed out? That's the question, you know? I didn't mean to go to that weapon.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
So I think that my guess is that that chest is helping a lot, right? The D&H chest piece here. But look at that. That's pretty good where we're sitting there. I mean, a D&H chest with armor would be really hard to find. So it's probably going to end at the mask here on this build. We'll give it a try. Yeah, the icon is definitely full-time glitched. You know what I mean? Like, it stays on even through, you know, other control points and stuff like that. And we have seen it drop off for absolutely no reason, where we should be carrying it and it'll just drop. And so I have seen that. And then I've also seen it drop because our damage is changing to below a threshold. And when you're going so fast, you're not sure what you're experiencing, which one you're experiencing, you know? But knowing, the good news is that knowing that this profit is pushing up at this armor, you know, we can, and we'll try this, easily switch to the D50 with full armor, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if we just go, like if we're gonna add this armor core, push this to, I guess it's 1.7, and then if we can't do it with the Prophet, we could probably do it with the D50. We might even be able to do it at 1.9 with the D50. Cool, that's the good news though. Good news. And I find that the Hunter's Fury builds tend to be pretty close to the Tip of Spear builds. But I think with the pistol, for sure, the Hunter's Fury would make more sense. Okay, so we're gonna change the mask now. See if we can pull it off. And then note that my pistol is at level 17, probably needs it, right? So probably needs it. The D50 is not, and I'm tempted to roll it more. The D50 is at level 5 only, but I use that thing so much. I think I ran out of resources when I was looking to re-roll it, but it should be rolled up. But I like the 15% point because it's like an extra red core. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm looking at it. So you hit that red core, and then the next one will be level 30, which is way down the road. I don't find that it permanently breaks though, the determined. It just seems to be kind of a random shot, doesn't apply. And it only slows you down for a second, so it really is a minor inconvenience, you know? Unless you got, like, you're down to the last 3 enemies and you're like, oh, darn it. Because you got to get 2 kills to activate fully. Okay, so an armor test here. Gonna be close because we were right on the button. 9.8, I think. So remember, we gotta get inside. Step 1. Actually, let me do this first.
How do you get this close?
Oh, come on, man. Annoying fucks. Yeah, attack 15. Oh, we lost our trophies. Shoot, we took too long. Hold on a sec. I thought we did that pretty fast, you know what I mean? Oh, you found that too, huh? Boosted? Yeah, the Prophet over the D50. Yeah, we showed it off. If you remember in that video, we were showing the difference, and it's quite dramatic. The Prophet will hit in the same location every time. Like if you go to testing range and just shoot at the wall, take your fingers off your control and just hit that trigger. It'll hit the same spot. In the D50, boy oh boy, it's all over the place. Swings like a pendulum, and it's like left, right, left, right. But it's so powerful, it's a weapon to have, so don't be confused. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of times, you know, it's not so bad when you're aiming center mass, even on the head. but I definitely took off aim assist mostly for the D50. That was the weapon that was the most noticeable, because I just, man, it would pull so hard to the body when I was using that. So it was going left, right, down to the body at the same time, right? So you're fighting all of that. So when I took off aim assist, it just really made that weapon more useful, because less fighting. You're still fighting left to right, but no more snaps to the body. Bend and snap. Bend and snap. That's what the D50 does. That's Legally Blonde, for those that don't know. All right. Armor test, but we need some trophies, so take a couple kills. But the first kill tells us a lot. 9.5, not enough. All right. That's scary. That's scary.
Reinforcements en route.
Get out of here. Get us in a bad way here.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Come on, Mr. Professional Shotgun Dude. Show me what you got. Pretty close. Ah, fucker. Maybe erase the shot. Stop running backwards.
Target's getting in.
That reload is fast. A little shy. 9.4, but I was close. So I think we could do it. So it was, I don't know. We'll see. It was close, though. 9.4. But it depends on how many green bars we had. Whether they're going to like it.
RPG away.
Here, pumpkin. 9.7 on the boss right there.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I've got you. Got a spare mag? I'll secure that point.
God damn it. Fucker. Don't you dare. They killed somebody for me? How? How? How did he dodge all those shots? All right, let's do that again. Getting enough oomph there. We got full trophies now. God damn it, that was a body shot. $10 million, but we're at full green bars, right? So that's influencing that, which is fine. But what happens when we lose those full green bars? That's the test. So let's lose our full green bars. Gonna time them out, but I might time out HUD handler on exit too. Nope. 9.9. Good sign. But remember, your damage is 2 kills later is the difference. 8.9. Okay, okay. So this is the test shot right here. 10 million. All right, we're pulling it off. Great sign. Great sign. I'm sure there'll be a random shot where that'll come in and we're like, because we got all sorts of shit happening loaded up here. We got trophies and. But what I'm trying not to rely on too much is the trophies aren't so bad because they do last a full 10 seconds. And so do those green bars. But every now and again, you're going to run up against an enemy and you're going to have neither. Right? So here we go. We have no fresh trophies and we have no green bars. So can we still one shot? On an elite. 9.2 on him. 9.4. So let's time it out again. Timing out, timing out, timing out. There you go. Timed out. 9.3. See that? But he's got a health bar, so that's there's something with that too. So I don't really trust those health bar guys, but still. Let's get an Apex guy. You're playing fast enough where it's not a big deal. Maybe we like it. Maybe maybe we don't, but you might just say, hey, you know, you play fast with this, you can be fine. You can be very, it's about consistency. Okay, so reproc. So I'm gonna wait for that trophy to go away. Trophy gone, green bar gone. All right, let's get that kill. Can we proc it? Can we proc it? Is that a green bar? Yes, no green bar. But the green bar guys, for some reason, that extra health is, we're not bypassing it, right? You seen that? So it's the health that we're not getting by. And what does my gun have? Damage to targets out of cover. Oh, really? Oh, look, I can't break this. I can't break it. It's not letting me. Jeez, oh, what the fuck?
Agent incapacitated.
Stupid. Look, he walks right through his own fire. Come on, man. Thank you so much for trying again. I'm so grateful. You have no idea how grateful I am. I mean, it's one thing, I don't care if I'm just playing or whatever, but when I'm testing, it's really annoying, right? To not get picked up because you're like, I'm testing, damn it. Now I gotta start the test all over. Oh, wrong gun, fuck. Mess with my mojo, these guys, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna avoid that trophy. Find me a regular yellow enemy though. Fuck, is it just the boss? Might time out because there's nobody to kill. Got one. Oops. Okay, gotta let that go away. Because he's got no green bar, right? Got him. he had one, like half a tick of armor gone. And it said 8.9. I don't know why, but we hit him for 10. So that's a good sign. But we probably grabbed a trophy. God, this guy's a pain in my ass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another one. I'm trying to figure out that consistency thing, if I like it or not. But that's the cusp, and so what we'll end up doing is, like, if the consistency is not there for us to feel comfortable, then what I'll do is I can add a red core and then replace it with a protection from elites, the blue core with the protection from elites, and you know, we can see if that makes the difference. Nice quote, Anna. Stab between the ribs and twist.
Control point nearby.
Okay, so, ooh, you see that? That was weird. The super flash. All right, delete a couple things. Get the party started. I mean, let me do something real quick. So let me take off this little tiny stability and add 3% headshot damage. Or 5% headshot damage. We're not using optimal range. Maybe we'll like that. We'll hate that though. I mean, because we're having to stay inside 15 anyways, so I'm tempted, but let's do the 3. But maybe that'll drive that consistency out. 3% edge, you know, because we're on the edge, right? We're talking about like 100,000, which is nothing. Sometimes even less than that. So right there, it didn't do it. And I don't know why. This happened before.
Reinforcements incoming.
Let's try that again. I think it's the first kill wasn't an elite, and I think that makes it a difference, right?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Coming for me hard. I can feel those guys on my ass. Yep. Fuck. God damn it. It's so annoying. So who you choose to kill, I think matters. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna get a higher number out of your TAC 50 from an elite, and then that higher number is gonna transfer over to your pistol, versus if you go for a purple guy like I did, it's gonna be a lower number. And so what I did is I started with a purple guy and then I went to an elite to get the first kill, and that doesn't work. I think if you want to get your elite as a first kill, you got to start with an elite on the first kill.
Reinforcements in place.
But if you go purple to a purple and then to an elite, no problem. But we'll have to test that theory. But those little things people just have to kind of figure out for themselves. But when you're, it's sometimes that's why it's nice to kind of have a little bit of overage damage, so you just don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, you know? Okay, so. It's raining NPCs. Where are they? See how we killed a purple and then went to an elite there, but we don't have all our trophies either, so there's also that. This is gonna be, I need every trophy on my build kind of build. Parked way in the back, are we? Fuck was she? She was just standing right there. She like vanished.
Hostile detected.
Definitely get your trophies quickly, don't you? Okay, so almost there without trophies, all right? Without a full trophy set.
They'll be on me in no time. Stop putting it into it. Help me.
No. Fuck you. I dove with your accuracy. On the pistol, it's 17. Which is, I think, what I am too. Come on out. Come on out. Activation. Closer to full.
Can't find a target.
Detecting additional.
So nice to have my radar back. Knowing where the enemy spawns are coming from. What happened there? A timeout?
This will make your ears ring. Take cover.
See how hard it is to kill them when they're fucking waving their arms out. Like, I don't even want to take the shot. God damn it.
Critical.
Damn it! Worked hard for that headshot. Come here. Ah. Okay, 9.2. We're active. Got it. 9.7 on an elite. But we got green bars. Either way, it's working. It's working. So we know it works, and then it's about, can we do it without the green bars? So green bars gone. Got to stay in apex zone. Ooh, you see how close it is? Yeah, just a little bit of health left. So that's the difference. Damn it. Ah. All that body twitching makes it hard for me, man. What the? Really? Got my decoy out there? Fuck. She's so annoying. Oh, now she's going away. Oh, now she's out of my zone. Ah! Stop being so random. You had a target? You abandoned it. There we go. Who we have left, though? That's always the problem, huh? Okay, well, that wasn't a very good test, but we got all our trophies back. Let's try that again. Either way, we did see it. So without green bars, I think without a fresh trophy, we were just like a smidge underpowered, you know? Like it was like just the slightest bit under health, which the question is that livable? And I don't know, you know, I'm on the fence myself. I don't know, you know, because it's just like, well, most of the time we do have green bar, at least one green bar, and we always have a fresh trophy, you know, but sometimes you don't. But are those sometimes you don't worth it to pull off an armor core? Yeah, I'm on the fence, you know, and there's really nothing I have any places to increase our damage output because we got everything everywhere. I mean, and of course, we could try putting on crit damage instead of headshot damage. Do you think that matters? I don't know, though. I mean, we could try one. Just to increase the stat by 2%. So we can not at the loss of. Let me try that. I mean, maybe that'll be the catch. You put one crit damage, but you still got to get your first kill, right, with the pistol on a non-crit. And so all the numbers are on the cusp. So I basically just swung the numbers by 2% from the first shot to the second shot. Let's see if that's enough. Probably not.
Hostile control point detected.
So I'm glad I brought the Nemesis. Really helps test this out. really.
Eyes on our flank. Find a better position. Get away from me.
I don't know why they didn't work right there.
Finish you, agent. Enemy in the open.
I mean, I guess I understand that. We might have just pulled too much damage off of our build. Because that first shot's not a crit, and so it's like it's looking at it like it's missing 10% altogether, and then that's, you know, not going to happen. I think that's a bad idea. That first shot's not a crit, so it's just like I'm not here at all. Yeah, there's a little room to add more damage to the build, except for the cores, of course. It's not a bad idea. I mean, it's not the worst thing to drop down to 5 reds, but it's just so awesome to be able to go full, or 4 reds. That would be, I guess, 4 blues, 4 blues. But when you get that 5-6 blue core thing going, it's like so much armor. But it's so easy to chain kill, you know, that's the part where I'm going back and forth on. It's so easy to chain kill, like why not just keep it? See that? We're over, you know? And then we're under. Like we're...
Reinforcements.
Oh. Come on, come on. Body twitching, man. Makes you have to... That's what I'm saying, you just don't want to have to take too much damage if you don't have to. Shoot fast and you can prevent that, but I'm running around like a crazy man right now. Out there taking fucking turrets to the back. I like that armor, right? I mean, probably worth it. The problem is like some people aren't very good at listening to the instructions on the mechanics. I think what happens is like people will watch the build video, they'll take a look at the build overview, and then they'll leave, and then they comment for, hey, it's not one-shotting for me, it doesn't work. And it's just like, well, did you watch the mechanics part? And so that's why, you know, to minimize variables will help those people who don't watch the mechanics instructions. You know what I mean? Kind of keep it as straightforward as possible. Because that's what'll happen. So if we get it to where like we got to play fast, and you will be 100% consistent, but if you don't play fast, then you won't be consistent. That variable, people will miss that instruction. Okay, so let's not grab that trophy. God damn it. Jumping around so much. Oh wait, I don't want to grab that trophy. Damn it. Too late. Grab this one then.
Civilians in distress.
Man, they really do work hard to make you lose your... See, like, why didn't it kill there? Did I take too long? What happened, right? And now I'm dying. You see that? And now I'm dead all the way. Because of an inconsistency, right? And that's really, 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 really annoying. Like, that's... why I had 2 trophies and a headshot kill over 11 million. And like, why did he not die off of that single shot? I was in the zone. Yeah, that's the part that you don't want to happen. It's exactly what happens when you have something inconsistent, right? Because and then all of a sudden he just whams me down because I'm shieldless. I have no bonus armor. I have no protection from elites. You know, you're naked, right? And so that's why you need consistency. Oh yeah, Grumpy. I saw that comment a bunch too. Like, hey, this is why I got a video coming out tomorrow to help that. I'm like, you guys would trip out about how many people are playing this game, okay, and have no idea there's a global event on active. People are like, what's that green shit? And I'm like, man, the best global event is on. You're not aware? You know what I mean? I don't understand. Like, oh my gosh, you're missing out on. I feel bad because it's like, how do, you know, there's just, the seasons are there. There's a symbol in the top. I mean, it's easy to miss that. I get that, you know, not everybody's staying up to speed. But my point is that you have no idea how many people are completely unaware that the global event. So hopefully the video I put out tomorrow helps that. So when you see the video in the morning, spread the likes and comments so it could spread far and wide. But I'm just like, it's the best way to get the best loot in the game. I mean, if when I'm getting asked, hey Tux, like how do you get that god roll loot? Hey Tux, how do you get those dark zone items? Hey Tux, like how do you XP farm? You know, it's global events is what the devs have given us as a legitimate way to get to, you know, your heart's desire, to fill your heart's desires. You know what I mean? Global events do. And that's something that you just can't miss out on. And so I'm really surprised. I honestly am. And it's not the community's fault. There's something there in the communication from like how the system is working and letting people know that there's an event. It should kick in like it does. I mean, when you log in, that's what I don't understand how they're missing it. Because when you log in, it says reanimated event or something like that, right? Like the first time you log in, right? When the reanimated event becomes active. So like on Tuesdays, you know, but people are missing it, man. And it's like, the problem is that that's your opportunity to get all that XP and to get all that great gear, and they're not finding out until like the last day, you know? Yeah, and then the event turns off and they're like, why am I not getting that green shit? It's like, whoa, did you miss the other 5 videos that I put out? Like, I mean, I put out so many videos, and every video I make sure I try to say, like, hey, we're playing the reanimated event. This is build is specifically tailored for the reanimated event. I'll create another build outside of the reanimated event to try to get it to work, but you know what I mean? And so, I don't know, they're not listening, I guess. Which is okay, but my point is like you don't want to miss out on these events, and there needs to be a better system of notifying players. It needs to be, you know, a big like maybe like an overlay that's shows up or something, you know, more than just that little symbol. Yeah, Cayman, you learned about it. Like, but just, I mean, so I am confused. I don't understand how people actually miss it, because I feel like it is kind of, for me, it's obvious, but you know, that's me. Been in the game for a long time, so it stands out to me. But for others who, like, there's a lot of things going on, like in this game, like there's this and there's that, and, you know, invaded symbols and. Also, what might also be it, the reason is, now that I think about it, is that some people are still level 30 and maybe even haven't bought the expansion yet, right? Because we got of the new players, so that might be a part of the deal too. So that could very well be part of, that could be those people. I mean, you don't really know who's commenting and where they are in the game. Decoy is my best friend, I'm telling you. Really?
My tack rake's all messed up.
No, we've lost one.
So what I did is I put on an armor core back on. I mean, a weapon damage core back on, and then I added a protection from elites. We're gonna see if that balances us out to feel like we got more armor. And we're not worried about non-elites, they're easy. I mean, even easier than easy, right? We don't even need to work to get the threshold. Basically, just need our first trophy gets us there.
Incapacitating target.
Where you think?
Why did he not die? Who's left? Who wants some? That guy?
How the hell did he get up so fast?
Get rid of that boss.
Stay back. You hear me?
I love playing in the fog.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
This kind of fog, not that extra thick shit. Not the super chunky fog. Like the nice romantic fog. They're like, I feel like a ghost in the mist. So the TAC 50, I think it's putting out more damage too. It normally does, but it does depend on your loadout. Like if you're running an Araldi and it oops, fuck. If you do run an Araldi, then your marksman or your nemesis is gonna pull out more. There we go.
Everyone got spare armor. Shoot the same
God.
way.
What does this guy think he's doing? So there's 10 million on that. 9.2. Getting close, so we're basically there. We need to be.
Let's get a turret up.
10 million on the button. Seen that? And of course we're gonna climb now. But on the button we were at 10 million. So this might be the more consistent version. We'll see. We'll have to test it without trophies and stuff too. Right there I think was without trophies. So a little bit short still. But it comes down to 14 million. So that's what we want to see right there is you want to test with your first kill on an elite. 9 point something, yeah. So that should have been a transfer. That should have been a transfer, and it wasn't. So yeah, we might be at the 1.5 million with full headshot damage. No protection from this for ultimate consistency, and I think I like that ultimate consistency. I just kind of thinking through it because you're going so fast, you don't really need that extra armor, and it is, you know, quite. If you have to pull out your TAC 50 and Nemesis too much, then you know it is slowing you down. But the thing is that when you go on that warpath, I mean, you're not pulling out this thing. You know what I mean? Like even with the extra armor, so now I'm like rethinking it now. What I just said, you know what I mean? Because the time that like you don't want to fuck up your damage is when you're on when you're surrounded by 5 enemies. But you're only surrounded by 5 enemies usually because you're on a warpath and you're killing everything, and you know what I mean? And like you're jumping into the mix. And so at that point, you usually have all the trophies and green bars and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it's probably more armor than you need anyways. You know. So I'll go ahead and so this is the right armor count. And then what I was just testing was just that. So the ultimate, like, what seems to be the most consistent is I had 2 protection from release on that. I didn't realize I did that. This seems to be the most consistent right here. And it shouldn't require a warpath to, I mean, a bloodthirsty rampage to be consistent. The only consistency I would recommend is just making sure you get your kill inside the Apex Predator so you don't have a big drop in damage at some point. Romantic fog. It's a romantic fog.
Sometimes it's a little too bright.
Yeah, I don't think they play up their events enough. You know, I think that's something that the devs could do better job of. It's just like, I mean, I think they need to do a little bit more promotional marketing to their new player base on like, hey, they put out like probably 1 tweet and like, you know what I mean? But it should be on the daily. They need to run campaigns.
Hostile control point detected.
Kill that target.
So we want this first kill on an elite if we can. If not, then we need a chain kill before we transfer to an elite. Is that a named boss right there? There we go, 11.2. Activate. There it is.
Reinforcements en route.
Throwing a grenade.
9.9, there it is. So right on the cusp, you see that? And that's without fresh trophies. That was without, well, we probably had a little bit of a green bar. You can't really help that too much. It's actually kind of hard to lose all your green bars because you only got a 30-second on your headhunter buff. So ultimately, you're trying not to lose your headhunter buff, so you're going fast for that reason alone. And then once you get your trophies, you're like, well, I'm trying to play within my bonus armor. And you don't want to stand around because then you're going to lose all your bonus armor. So no matter what, you're playing fast. You know what I mean? So the reality is, you know, that's why I'm kind of going back and forth and I'm torn on how I want to recommend a build. Because you're going to be consistently killing because you have no choice but to play fast. Right? Look at our heavy guy, huh?
Reinforcement complete.
The problem with right here is that they love to throw grenades at me.
Enemy in close range.
Please don't shotgun me in the back. I'm trying to kill the boss. There we go. There we go. Let's go activate.
Straight. No line of sight from here.
Should have stayed up.
Almost done with this thing.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Nothing through.
Detected. Hostile supply convoy.
Can't find anybody. They're all
They're almost on me.
gonna probably lose it. Nope, barely.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I'm coming for you. Yeah, we lost it. Whoa! Oops.
Heavily armed. Hostile supply convoy nearby.
God damn, she ran away fast. They do that so you time out on your buffs. So if you're running perfect killer and shit, that's what they're doing. They're timing out your trophies. They time out your dark winter. They're timing things out. So they're so fast at running. That's why the devs are really happy about their little stacking, because they know it's a way to pretend to give you a buff, but then take it away. You know? They're like, oh, let's give them that feeling of godliness, but make it really hard to get or maintain. That's why it's like the only way to play is fast, right? Like, you ever really pay attention to your stacks? I mean, obliterates run the worst. It irritates me. I'm always watching my meter. I'm kind of obsessed with that thing. So I'm always watching my meter down there, and it really irritates me when I see obliterate just basically deactivating after every single kill. It looks really good in the testing range, though. Don't get me wrong. The testing range is fantastic. You know what I mean? And the testing range is like, oh, mega DPS. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this thing is never turning off. Yeah, for sure. I mean, in real world, it's just like constantly turning off, because look at them, you know? They get you to miss, right? You're based on crits. It's got a 5-second timer. So basically it's most active when you're standing in front of like multiple enemies. I mean, that's your best, it's your best moment with that thing, right? God damn it.
Serious trauma detected. Agent incapacitated.
Please don't punch him. Please don't punch him. Please don't punch him. You could put on a bulwark shield, by the way, for those intense moments. I mean, you have so much survivability if you added the bulwark shield. It'd actually make more sense than the... Hold on, let me put that on. There's a lot of dudes here. It actually make that and the riot foam, but it actually make a lot of sense when you're trying to line up that shot and you're taking all that damage right there. And then from there, you never need to use it because you're pretty fast, right? But whenever you need to line up your pistol shot, you could pop that shield and just minimize your damage. I mean, you're almost unkillable now, right? Where are they coming from? Over there. There, chew on that.
Target's too close.
Really?
Detected. Hostile supply convoy. Heavily armed.
Break that foam, boy. Where would it go? mean, these shields are very unbreakable, especially with the amount of armor we're running. Why did that not work?
Enemy too close. Find a fresh map. No fucking. My armor is getting chewed to pieces. You're going down, Agent.
Really? So that was pretty good. I think we're only one or two inconsistent moments. You know, couldn't tell you why. But
Supply room access unlocked.
yeah, tough spot. I don't know. And what I'm talking about is like I'm just on the fence on up the armor, down the armor. I mean, you wouldn't want to down the armor, but you know, if you add one more armor core, we were doing pretty good. On the consistency side of things, as long as we were playing fast, which you have to anyways. So if you didn't know, like if you look at the stacks, they last 10 seconds. So killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies, blah, blah, blah. Amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So your trophies are lasting 10 seconds anyways. So you are always kind of playing at speeds to maintain your buffs. And you have to anyways, because if you stand still, then you're dead, right? So it's just like, so I feel like the synergy's there to say, hey, you know what? Just go ahead and put on another armor core. And it would actually improve your survivability. Because that one time, that last time where I died, I got shot in the back, you know. Maybe if I had more armor, bonus armor, I wouldn't have gone down. I didn't have any at the time because I had expired, but I had died right here trying to shoot the guy hiding right there. But either way, this is pretty good build. If you have higher expertise, that could also help him at 17. So if you push this up to maybe level 20, maybe that's it, because you're right on the edge. So if you go to like level 20, you probably could easily throw on that armor core there. But yeah, you're gonna want to load on as much expertise onto this pistol as possible, just because it's base damage. But if you're not there yet, then just use your D50, and you know, once you get your expertise higher, you can start using the profit. So and just run the D50 with that. And I think that's why we liked the Ninja Bike build, because the Ninja Bike gave us access to that amplified damage, and then we unlocked other damage. Let me look at what else or bonus armors, or armor and kill or something. What do we do with that first build one? Yeah, so we opened up, we were using the rifle with the heavy shield, and then Bellstone for its armor on kill with its regen. So we had 30% armor on kill with the Ninja Bike backpack. That's pretty good. And we were running 1.2 million armor on the Ninja Bike build. And the reason why we didn't go higher on armor, I think, is because of all the armor on kill that we had, which heals your white armor, right? And I mostly pump up that armor when I'm running the Memento because of that bonus armor. I guess Bloodsucker for the same concept. So yeah, that amp damage means a lot, and that's why I'm kind of like, ugh, you know, like if we ran like Punch Drunk and Walker and a bunch of Habsburg, I mean, it doesn't end up working because you need that amp damage. And so we tried that. Remember, we tried all those other pieces, and it didn't work because it's the amplification that we really need. That 15 meter amplification is nice there. And that's in addition to Headhunter, right? And that's in addition. And as you can see, like, so that amplified damage is going to be better than damage to targets out of cover and damage to armor. And then also, if you added those pieces, you'd also be losing your armor on kill. And then what are you going to do? You know, lose your TAC 50 to run Gunner? Maybe, right? You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you start putting on these meta pieces, you're going to lose your survivability. And so you're going to be putting on multiplicative damage, losing your amplified damage, losing your 20% armor on kill, and your disorientated status effect, you know. Even if you got it to work, you'd be at a major disadvantage. You'd open up some slots on these other two pieces. So I could run a Punch Drunk there, I could run a Walker there, and a Habsburg there, but that's not, we're so on the edge of damage to lose the amplified damage, we'd fall back down to that like 7-8 million mark and not be able to pick it up. So if you look at this, that's 295, right? 295,000. This is 422. 690, 400, 296. This DNH chest is doing a lot for us. Let's put that back on. 384. Oh, it's the level 17. 295. Yeah, it's at level 17. It's hard to compare that because these don't have any stacks on them. But yeah, look for that DNH chest piece. I think that you'll like that. Even if you're running the D50, that'll be a big add. So the D50 is a nice win there, and I could pump that up. I should pump that up. A fully loaded D50 with expertise, at least 15. That's probably going to buy me both of these slots here to armor. You know, so you could run the full armor cores there. So I might do that. But for now, folks, I am going to call it a night and catch you tomorrow. Look forward to the morning video, and I'll probably stream right after that. All right, everybody, peace.
Tuxedo out.